We did the membrane sweep and it was uneventful, uncomfortable, but not painful. This was the first time I had one done. And unfortunately, last night was very uneventful. I had some cramping. Not contractions. They were not even contractions, just cramping. And I was so hopeful, but nothing happened throughout the night. So I'm just here making a to-do list for the day to keep myself busy. I have a baby swing that is not set up yet. I think I'll set that up. I also think I will sanitize the baby bottles today. I did that last week or something, but because of the hot water here, it kind of left some calcium deposits, I assume, on the bottles. So I think if I run it through the dishwasher, that might actually be better. What else am I gonna do today? I did laundry on Monday and I didn't put them away. Lots of laundry, so I'm gonna do that today. I still have like 1 or 2 winter jackets that I want to wash and put away, so I think I'm gonna do that today. We have overripe bananas. I think I'll make banana bread. I think I'll make some, I have this really nice recipe for bread rolls, so I think I'll make some bread rolls today. Maybe try to do some labor inducing exercises. Yesterday I went to the library and I got this book. It's called The Opt-Out Family. I'm actually listening to it on audio, but I really want to read parts of it to Ibrahim. He's really busy right now, so I doubt he'll read it. And the audiobook is 10 hours. I don't think he'll listen to it either. So I got the print version so that I can read him the parts that I find interesting. It's a really good book. It's about how technology is taking over our families, basically, how we are always on the phone, the kids are always on the phone, and it's just encouraging families to use technology less, social media less, and be more present at home. It's very convicting, and there are some changes that I need to make as well. So yeah, I have some packages coming in that I'll show you guys a little later. But yeah, I will just show you guys glimpses of the day as we go by. Just keep him busy until something happens.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love.
Good morning. It's currently 4:30 and I was woken up with a contraction, and it's been coming along quite nicely every 3 minutes, lasting about 45 seconds ish, 30 to 40 seconds. So I'm dressed. Ibrahim is getting dressed. The bags are already in the car. They've been in the car for a while. So I think we'll be heading to the hospital pretty soon.
The 15th. So you came in the middle of what me and my dad guessed. I came on my birthday.
Labor happened so quickly that we had no time to film anything, and I'll probably be able to tell you the whole story in like 2 minutes. So like I told you guys, I had a membrane sweep on Tuesday of that week. It gave me some cramping, but nothing that made me think anything was really happening. So on Wednesday I decided to keep myself busy so that I wouldn't get anxious or impatient, as you saw. And in the evening, we went for a really long walk. I did some curb walking and I came back home, and the cramping that I was feeling actually subsided. And I went to bed very disappointed that night. But at 3:30, I believe, a contraction woke me up. And after a couple of them, I started timing them and realized that they were about 20 minutes apart. My midwife told me the minute that I started with contractions, I should call her, text her, because my previous births were quick. And so she needed to know to get prepared. So I messaged her, I got up, I took a shower, and by the time I was done showering, my contractions had gone from 20 minutes apart to 5 minutes apart, like there was no in between. So I called her and told her that I think I needed to head to the hospital, and she had to call to make sure that there was bed space. And by the time she called back and told me that I could head over, the contractions were 3 minutes apart. They were quite tolerable though, and I honestly thought that I would get to the hospital and be like maybe 6 centimeters dilated. Whenever I got any contractions, I would get on my knees and my hubby would rub my back, and that was very, very helpful. One of the affirmations that helped me the most during that time was, I can do anything for 60 seconds. That's what I kept telling myself, I can do anything through 60 seconds. And it was so helpful for me to endure the contractions. So we drove to the hospital. It was pouring rain. The drive was uncomfortable, but we made it. I got to the hospital and I was asked very minimal questions, thankfully. They just wheeled me straight up to the labor ward and told me they could ask my hubby all the questions. So I got to the ward. The nurses were really sweet. My midwife wasn't there yet, but they made sure I was very comfortable. I had them turn down the lights. I brought out my speakers. I played worship music. I also got my affirmation cards and repeated the verses that I had printed to myself. That was something I did not do with my previous births, but with this one, it was very, very helpful for me. So I would highly recommend, and I felt like I truly felt the presence of God with me as I labored. It was one of the best labors I had ever had. So anyways, when my midwife got there, she examined me and I was fully dilated. I could not believe it. I really thought that I was probably like 6 centimeters, but hearing that I was fully dilated was the best feeling in the world, because I knew that I was done. Like one of the hardest parts was over. I didn't feel quite ready to push yet though, so we just wrote out the contractions as they came until I transitioned, which I felt so clearly. I started getting a bit sleepy at that point in time, and my husband's back rubs were no longer useful. So we tried to find a comfortable position for me to push. I tried lying on my back. It was so painful. Lying on my side was so painful. So we kept to the position that I had been laboring in, which was on all fours. The bed was inclined at maybe like 50 degrees, and I started to push. When I felt like pushing, I could not control it. And my husband was the only one next to me. The midwife had gone. She had left the room for just a second. I can't remember what she was doing. There was a student midwife there and she was preparing like everything. And I just started screaming, the baby is coming. The baby. The baby's coming. And after 2 pushes, the baby was out. And the midwife, she barely made it back into the room. I just remember her bringing him into my line of vision and me recognizing that he was a boy. And it was such a sweet, sweet memory that I will cherish forever. The placenta came out not too long after. I had a minor laceration that she stitched up. And before you knew it, I was on my way home. Hi guys, it's a couple of hours later. Let me see, I gave birth at 6:30. It's 11:30, so 5 hours. I'm home. I was out of the hospital by like 9:30, which is so nice. Baby's sleeping. You know how much they sleep in the first day. I'm just about to go get a shower, and then hubby's preparing something for me to eat. And then I think I'll probably rest a little bit. I don't feel very tired, thankfully. But I do want to rest because I know what's awaiting me in the next couple of months. it is day 4 postpartum. This morning I'm feeling good. Yesterday I did not. So day 1, when baby was born, oxytocin high, all the baby cuddles and everything. So day 1, when baby is born, you know, you're just so happy to be done with it, happy that everything went well. I felt good, obviously in pain and everything, but I was good. Day 2 also, I think I was still on a little bit of a high. I have been so well taken care of. My husband and my mother-in-law, they've been great. I haven't had to do anything besides feed baby, which is so nice. Day 3, however, was a little tough for me. First of all, I think there was just a shift in my hormones, I guess. I just felt sad for no reason. Like, there's nothing to be sad about, but I did feel a little bit sad. And then my milk came in, and that was not nice. I literally cried probably multiple times. Because one, the nipples are sore, you know, when you just start breastfeeding, which is fine, because for me, when he latches on, it hurts. Like, it's a sharp, deep pain for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. It doesn't last very long. So that for me is not a big deal. But when the milk came in, my breast, my boobies, but when the milk came in, these girls were huge and hard as a rock and just painful. So with all of that going on yesterday wasn't the greatest day. And then yesterday wasn't the greatest day. The midwife came over. She checked on me. My blood pressure is fine. She also checked on baby. She did the heel stick for baby at home, and then she is supposed to come back again between day 5 and day 7, I believe. But she came by. We gave baby his first bath. Ibrahim did that with the girls. I thought it was nice to let them have a little moment. The girls are obsessed. I have to ask for space all the time. I have to be like, leave the baby alone. But they love him, and I'm so glad for that. I'm just trying to like make space for them. So when he's napping, I'll probably color with them or play a game with them or something, you know, because it's not nice to be told. Well, I try not to do that. If there's one tip I heard is to say, like, not to keep saying, oh, I'm feeding the baby, I can't do this, I'm doing this for the baby, I can't do that, because, you know, it can build resentment against the baby because everything is because of the baby. So you just phrase it another way. So usually I'll say something like, I can't do it right now, but we'll get to it in 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that. But they've been really sweet. They love him so much. They're obsessed. He is the first thing they think about in the morning and the last thing they think about at night. It's been really sweet to watch them relate to him. I was a little bit scared because they used to be saying that they wanted a girl and not a boy, so I was like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. They just love the new baby, which is good. What else has been going on? This morning I woke up feeling really good. My husband took the girls to church, so I'm home alone with baby and with my mother-in-law. She's right now preparing lunch, and I have just been not doing much. I just changed the sheets and organized my dresser, but that's probably it that I'm gonna do. I have been using my Hacker. Glorious. I love that thing. And then I also made an appointment. I'm supposed to go back to the hospital today to get my Winrow injection. If you guys remember, I am rhesus negative, baby's rhesus positive, so that means I am up for an injection. So I'm going to get that later today. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna leave baby here with mom-in-law or if I'm gonna take baby along. I'm not sure. I do want to go for a walk today though. I feel when I just came back, I was in a lot of pain. My womb, my uterus, of course, was sore. Down there was also very sore, and my boobs were very sore. So there was just soreness everywhere, and I didn't feel comfortable, not even going downstairs. I think I went downstairs for the first time maybe yesterday. Hubby would bring me meals and everything. I've been taken care of like a queen, I must say. But I feel a lot better, and now I'm just craving like some sunshine, some fresh air, which I could probably sit outside and do, but I really want to go for a short walk, so we're gonna do that a little bit later.